Hello everyone and happy Transfer Tuesday. I have quite a few new subscribers, so if you are new here, welcome. My name is Layla, and for Tuesdays we do something called Transfer Tuesday, and this is just where we move our money in the right direction. So we could be paying down debt, saving money, investing, whatever situation, whatever financial goals you're working toward. I did not create Transfer Tuesday. This was created by Mary from Pennies Not Perfection here on YouTube, something I picked up a couple of years ago, and I have made transfers every Tuesday for the last couple of years. You do not have to make really large transfers or anything significant for Transfer Tuesdays. It's just building a habit. Plus it helps you to get closer to your goals a little bit quicker. It makes you feel better throughout the month because then you don't have to just make one transfer in the month or only 2 transfers. You get to do it 3, 4, 5 times. It really helps mentally on your financial journey. And then also it can help to save you money. So if you're in a situation where you currently have credit card debt, every bit, specifically credit card debt, that is gaining interest. So every bit that you are paying down every single Tuesday, then that is that much less interest that you would be accruing on that account. So for today's Transfer Tuesday, it is the first Tuesday of September, and there's quite a bit to go over. I'm going to go over my investments and then my student loan debt. I like to start with investments. The first thing that did happen was that I got paid on the last day of August, so I think that was last Wednesday, and whenever I get paid, that means I contribute to my 401k plan through my employer, $150 from my paycheck, and then my company matches that, so $300 total. That takes about 7 days to process, so I can show you the screenshot of the note saying that it was $300, and that will eventually be invested and show up on my account. But I did give an updated total value of my 401k in my August finance update video from Friday. So if you're interested in any of my final balances, then definitely check that video out. Next area for investments is my Roth IRA, and I contributed $200 to this on the first of the month. I only did $200 instead of my usual $300 just because I don't always do the $300 on the first of the month, especially since I started this new job. I do it on the 15th of the month, my second payday of the month, because by that paycheck, I don't have as much to pay for. So from the paycheck at the end of the month, I have to use that to pay for my rent and electricity, like all the utility stuff, and anything more expensive that always happens at the beginning of the month. So I usually hold off on my Roth IRA until mid-month, but I was able to do $200. I invested in VTSAX in Vanguard. That's what my whole Roth IRA is invested in. I checked again today and VTSAX is down even further. I think it was like $95 per share. When I purchased, it was like 96 and some change. So I think that's great. I love purchasing on a sale. It's a bit upsetting to look in my Roth IRA account and see that it's down so much, but I know that this is going to help me in the long run. I'm purchasing these on sale at a nice discount, and it makes me feel good to be putting that toward my future. So $200 so far, and then I will do the remaining $100 of my $300 budgeted for the month, probably on the 15th. Now we can go ahead and talk about my student loan debt. So the remaining debt that I have is all student loans, $36,000 of total student loan debt. And we've been in forbearance. The student loans have been in forbearance and at 0% interest for almost 3 years now. And more recently, there's been an announcement that up to $20,000 can be canceled of student loan debt. I've made a series of videos on that here, and I will continue to make videos on that. But my plan, as I've discussed also in a few videos, is to hold off on making any sudden movements. I am just going to keep on saving for my student loan. So I have been saving throughout the last 2.5 years or so in my high yield savings account, so that way I can gain interest, and then I will have a lump sum payment to put toward my student loan debt. Technically, for my situation, I no longer would need to save for my student loans because I do qualify for the $20K in cancellation, and I have enough money saved up to be completely debt-free once that actually happens, and then I'll have money left over. But I just want to continue saving for this because I just want to make sure that everything happens as it's supposed to, and I want this money to come back to if I absolutely need it, in case I end up only getting 10K, or in case this doesn't even happen. We don't know yet. So nothing is official because my balance still says I owe $36,000. So for now, I'm just continuing to save. And as of last Transfer Tuesday, the total amount that I had saved for my student loan debt was $20,500. And since then, I've made a few transfers. Okay, so the first thing since last Transfer Tuesday that has happened is that I got my interest payment through Marcus by Goldman Sachs. So that is where I hold my sinking funds, including my savings for my student loans. My current APY is 2.2%. That does have a referral bonus on it, so it's a little bit higher, but I believe the current rate is 1.7%, and if you use my referral link, you can get an extra 1% for 3 months. So you'd get 2.7% for 3 months. That's always linked down below. But with my 2.2% on about $20,500 saved, I got $35.19 in interest, which is really good. Obviously, that is the highest amount I have ever gotten in interest for this, because this is the most amount of money that I've had saved specifically for my student loans or across any of these accounts. So pretty decent. And then I do expect for September, I probably will be over, I don't know, I think I should make over $40 in interest, which is just pretty insane. So you don't have to use Marcus by Goldman Sachs per se, but definitely make sure that you are saving your money in a high yield savings account, because if this money was just sitting in my bank, in Bank of America checking account, it would be like, I don't know, not even $1 of interest gained. So definitely look into it if you don't have one yet. Next thing that happened was a kind of last minute decision that I made. So I think I made this transfer on payday, so on August 31st, but it looks like it went through September 1st. I did go ahead and transfer $200 to this account. So that was I did it on August 31st because I remember I wanted to do that in August. So $200 transferred over. That put me it put me past $20,700. Again, this isn't something that I always do. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to make another larger transfer toward the end of the month, just because I had to check on my money situation. But with everything added up, I figured I could. So I went ahead and did that, and that made me feel good to finish off the month on a strong note. Okay, September 2nd, I did receive a Venmo notification that I received direct support from Renette. Renette has helped me dozens of times at this point on my debt-free journey. And she said, I am still over here reading for you in a big way. Even though you may be debt-free soon, I believe that your content adds great value to the world. I hope in some small way I am able to help you help others. Smiley face. And she sent me $50 through Venmo. Renette means a lot to me on this journey. She's explained before like why she supports me, and I really, really appreciate it. And I'm just so grateful for every little bit that she sends over. And of course, I did make that $50 transfer. I think I did it a little bit late. Yeah, it didn't go through until today. And I think that's because I got this on Friday, so I didn't make the transfer until that evening. I don't think so. It was already too late. And then plus with the holiday weekend, it didn't go through until today. So that worked out though, because that's when it hit my bank account. So again, big thank you to Renette. I greatly appreciate your support and your kind words. Okay, and then just now I did make a $10 transfer, which, I made a $10 transfer, and that came from 2 people. So I also received 2 debt payments through Buy Me a Coffee. The first one, I don't remember when this was, to be honest. I would have to check my email. It came from Read with Dr. B, and they said, love watching your videos and seeing your progress. Thank you for sharing your journey. Smiley face. So I can't remember when this was. It was a few days ago. I haven't been paid out for this yet, but I figured that's no problem. I'll go ahead and make the transfer. Buy Me a Coffee is just like a support platform, and I have it set as buy me a debt payment. So 1 debt payment equals $5. So this is going to be equivalent to about $5, and that comes straight to my bank account, but it takes like a week or so. So that was part of the $10 transfer I made. The second part of that $10 transfer was from, this was today, I think. Hold on, I went to her channel and looked up how to say her voice. Ameshi. I'm so sorry if I'm getting that wrong. I watched you say your name multiple times, and now it's like going out of my head. Ameshi. She sent me a debt payment as well, so $5 worth, and said, great content. I've been watching for 2 years now. I hope you will get the loan forgiveness soon. I also have a YouTube channel called Ameshi, Everything Digital, where I talk about my business, but would love to do more personal finance videos. You are my inspiration. So I checked out some of her videos. They are really cool. Check them out if you are interested in having like an Etsy business or like a printable business. Everything digital is what her channel is called. So kind of like creating digital products and stuff of that nature. So definitely check her out. I really appreciate it. Ameshe, I apologize if I'm saying your name wrong. And also thank you to Read with Dr. B. So yeah, between those two, that's $10. That's where the $10 came from. And I haven't received that money yet in my bank account, but that's okay. So $10 was transferred just now. And that's everything from the last week. I feel like I just had to go through quite a few things. I apologize, that took a long time. Okay, so the only thing that I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna make a transfer now, is $4.81 because I don't have too much left over from everything that I've paid for. So I don't want to push it in my checking account. I'll make more progress after I get paid again. And I'm just going to do the $4.81 to get this to an even number. All right, and I will put that confirmation page up on the screen. Okay, and that's gonna be it for this week's transfers. So over the last week, I have saved $300 toward my student loan savings. I now have $20,800 saved for my student loan debt. Technically, if everything were to happen with the cancellation, I would be debt-free, but if we were to subtract that $20,800 from my $36,000 student loan balance, I would be left with $15,200 of debt. And somebody commented last time, I think it was Sophia or Sophie, I may be getting that completely wrong, but she had asked to start sharing the amount of cash that I would have left over if I did get the cancellation and then applied the $16,000 that I would have saved to my student loan debt. So if I did get the cancellation, $20,000 is gone, I would owe $16,000, so I would use $16,000 of my savings, and the remaining balance I would have is $4,800. So that's how much cash I would have left over to put toward my other goals, like investing, traveling, and other stuff that I talked about in my plan video for student loans. So that was a good idea. I'll definitely keep on doing that. So this week, $4,800 would be left over. That is it for my Transfer Tuesday. Please comment down below what you did to move your money in the right direction. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in my next video.